Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and I am proud to say I made a blooming flower, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Now, I use part A and part B epoxy resin from Craft Resin. I got it from Amazon, and it is a 1-to-1 ratio. And I'm going to put 30 milliliters. Is that what it is? In each cup, part A in one cup and part B in the other cup. And these silicone measuring cups I got off of Amazon also. There's the part B hardener. I'm going to pour the same amount in the other cup. Now, I do have to say, I got help with making the blooming flower. I have a new subscriber, and she's really good with resin, and I'm going to find her name. And she is Allison Wonderland of Resin. Thank you, Allison, for your inspiration, your comments, your helping me make this blooming flower. I totally appreciate it. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Thank you so much. So I'm just putting my part B into my part A. And it says to mix this from 3 to 5 minutes. I usually go 4 minutes. And you want to stir slowly so that you don't add a lot of bubbles to it, but there's still going to be bubbles. And I don't have one of those bubble remover machines or whatever, so I just have to do what I have to do. So I'm just putting my resin into my mold. And this is a mold that I actually got from the Dollar Tree, if you can believe that. And it works very well, I have to say. It takes about 50 milliliters. And now I'm going to use, and this is not alcohol ink, this is resin pigment. And I have some pink here. And I'm just going to put drops all the way around the outside of my mold there. Outside edges. And this resin pigment is, I think, aquamarine, but I'm not sure. But it is a blue. And I'm going to put that on the inside, just up against the pink. And you know, pink and blue make purple. So we'll probably have some purple here. And then I'm just going to take my silicone tipped pencil or whatever you want to call it there, and I'm going to swirl the pink and the blue together. Now, normally I was using a toothpick, but that could mess up your molds, and you don't want to do that, especially if they're borrowed molds. So this silicone tipped pencil works very well. And now I'm going to mix up some white. I'm going to put some paste, some white paste in it. And I made this paste myself. That subscriber I was telling you about, Allison Wonderland, she told me how to do it. You just take some mica powder with either A or B epoxy. You mix it together, and then you just use a little bit of it in your mixed resin, and then you can put it in your mold. Oh, another thing is I waited after I put the clear, no, after I mixed the clear epoxy, I did wait 20 minutes before I poured it in my mold. That is important because that'll thicken it up. So I just swirled it a little bit more, the pink and the blue, and now I'm going to add the white, which mine is kind of yellowish because I used some old bee resin that I had. I was going to throw it away, but I thought, you know, if I could use it for this, then I'll do it. So it was a little yellowish, but that's okay. So I just did a swirl all the way around the mold, starting from the middle, and now I'm just going to take my pencil thingy there, the oh my gosh, now I can't think. The tip of the pencil, you know, is very soft. So I'm just dragging my circles from the outside to the inside to make petal shapes. And then I'm wiping it each time. Oops, then my tip popped off. I'm going to have to glue that back on, which I did. So I'm still going to just take the end of it and drag it through the last one there. And then I'm going to swirl the inside part where the, you know, the inside of the flower would be. So I just swirled that a little bit. And now here it is later on in the same day. So I'm being very careful to demold this because it is bendy. I should have waited, but I really wanted to see this. So I'm just being very careful and just loosening the mold around the edges. I just wanted to see this. I was very hopeful that it was going to turn out into a bloom, and I couldn't wait. So like I said, it is a little bendy. And there it is. There it is. I did it. Yes, with help of Alice in Wonderland. Thank you, Allison. I love it. I love my bloom. And for this one, I decided to put some UV resin on the bottom of it. I wanted to see what that would look like instead of leaving the bottom clear. So I put some UV resin in my cup there. Silicone. Yes, silicone. And I'm going to use some resin pigment. It is black. I put several drops in my little pot there. I'm going to stir that up. You want to mix it up very well. And then I decide to put some mica powder in it. So I just have this little container that I got from Dollar Tree, and I believe it's silver. If it's not silver, it's gray. I think it's silver. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in my pot and mix that up real well. And then I'm just going to pour that onto the bottom of my piece. I'm so glad it turned out. I have a blooming flower. Woo woo! So I'm just going to take my stick there, just a popsicle stick, And I am going to spread this UV resin all over the bottom of my piece here. Make sure it goes over the edge, not over the edges, but onto the edges. I don't want any clear showing. So with all of Allison's advice, I was able to make the blooming flower. Thank you, Allison. I really appreciate it. I just kept trying and trying. I was going to post, more videos of me doing a blooming flower, but they failed. So I just trashed them. And I'm so glad you helped me out there. Thank you. So I did see a couple of places where the clear was, so I just want to push my silver onto it. And then I'm going to put it under my UV light for 4 minutes. And here it is after the 4 minutes. Just testing it just to make sure. And there it is. There's my blooming flower. Isn't she pretty? So kind of bluish in the middle and then purplish and pink. I love it. I love it so much. Let me know what you think. I finally did it. Again, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and if you like what you see here, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to, please feel free to do so. And I post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. See you later.